The deeper we look into the past, the more we realize how little we actually know. The story of humanity is written in stone and soil, a linear progression from primitive beginnings to our complex present. But what if that line isn't straight? What if the record has been broken, altered, or even deliberately erased? Across the globe, artifacts and anomalies have emerged that challenge the very foundation of our accepted timeline. They hint at a past far more advanced, far more mysterious, and far more cyclical than we've ever been told. What if our history hasn't just been forgotten, but reset? Number 5. The phantom time hypothesis. We measure our history by the Gregorian calendar, a system we trust implicitly. But in the 1990s, German historian Heribert Illig proposed a radical idea that nearly 3 centuries of the early Middle Ages, from 614 to 911 AD, never actually happened. Illig argued that this period was fabricated by Holy Roman Emperor Otto III and Pope Sylvester II to position their reigns at the symbolic year 1000. The evidence? A strange scarcity of archaeological finds from this era, coupled with discrepancies in the Julian and Gregorian calendar calculations. The theory suggests that historical figures like Charlemagne may have existed in a different time, or perhaps not at all. If 297 years was simply inserted into our timeline, then everything we think we know about the fall of Rome and the rise of medieval Europe is built on a phantom foundation. Number 4. The Piri Reis Map. In 1929, a stunning discovery was made in Istanbul's Topkapi Palace, a map drawn on gazelle skin dated to 1513. Created by the Ottoman admiral and cartographer Piri Reis, it shows the coasts of Western Europe, North Africa, and Brazil with remarkable precision. But it's what else the map depicts that has baffled historians for nearly a century. It appears to show the coast of Antarctica, but free of ice. The landmass of Antarctica wasn't officially discovered until 300 years later, and its subglacial topography has only been mapped in the modern era using ground-penetrating radar. Piri Reis noted that his map was compiled from much older source charts. Could these sources have been created by an ancient seafaring civilization that mapped the world thousands of years ago before the ice caps claimed an entire continent? The map doesn't just suggest a lost chapter of history, it suggests a lost timeline. Number 3. The Berkel Crater and the Great Flood. Nearly every ancient culture has a story of a great, world-altering flood. For centuries, these were considered myths. But in the middle of the Indian Ocean, scientists have located a massive impact crater, over 18 miles wide, known as the Berkel Crater. It's believed to have been caused by a comet or asteroid impact around 2800 BCE, a date that aligns suspiciously with the timelines of many flood myths, including the story of Noah. The impact would have generated mega tsunamis over 600 feet high, wiping out coastal civilizations across the globe and sending water vapor into the atmosphere, causing unprecedented global rainfall. Geologists have found evidence of this event in sediment layers worldwide. This wasn't just a local flood, it was a planetary cataclysm, a global reset button triggered from the heavens that erased countless societies from existence, leaving only fragmented memories that survived as myth. Number 2. The megaliths of a lost civilization. From the coasts of Peru to the plains of Turkey, the earth is dotted with megalithic structures of impossible scale and precision. Sites like Pumapunku in Bolivia feature H-blocks of granite and diorite, weighing over 100 tons, cut with machine-like accuracy that we would struggle to replicate today. At Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, massive, intricately carved T-shaped pillars were erected 12,000 years ago, predating agriculture, pottery, and even the wheel. Mainstream archaeology tells us these were built by primitive hunter-gatherers using simple tools. But the evidence on the ground tells a different story. It speaks of advanced knowledge of engineering, astronomy, and mathematics. It suggests the presence of a highly sophisticated global civilization that existed thousands of years before our records begin, a civilization that vanished, leaving only these silent stone giants as proof of their forgotten age. Number 1. The Younger Dryas Impact Hypothesis. About 12,800 years ago, the Earth was emerging from an ice age. Then, suddenly, the climate plunged back into glacial conditions for over 1,000 years. This event, known as the Younger Dryas, has long puzzled scientists. But a growing body of evidence points to a terrifying cause, a fragmented comet that slammed into the North American ice sheet. Across the continent, a thin, black matte layer in the geological record marks this event. It's filled with nanodiamonds, melted glass, and other materials that are only formed in extreme heat and pressure, consistent with a cosmic impact. This cataclysm would have caused continent-spanning firestorms, acid rain, and an impact winter that annihilated most large animal species and the advanced Clovis people. It was an extinction-level event. If a sophisticated civilization existed before this, as the megaliths suggest, this is what wiped them from the face of the earth, a forced, brutal reset that sent the survivors back to the Stone Age, leaving us, their distant descendants, to slowly rediscover the knowledge that was lost. The story of our past is not a simple, straight line. It is a palimpsest, a manuscript written, erased, and rewritten over and over again. The evidence suggests that we are not the first, that great civilizations have risen and fallen, their histories wiped clean by cataclysm and time. These discoveries are not just curiosities, they are echoes from a forgotten world, whispering a single, unsettling truth. The truth doesn't disappear. It simply hides in plain sight, waiting for those brave enough to look.